Hey friends, welcome back to Essentially Jessi. Today we're going to talk about keep only 10 niche fragrances for life. I don't know what I'm doing. I hope I made the right decisions. Anyway, let's get to it. There's this tag going around. It's like, keep 10 designer fragrances for life. Keep only 10 niche fragrances for life. So I did the designer video, and now I'm coming to you with the niche video. Now you guys know I love niche fragrances. I love fragrances. Let's be real. So this was really hard for me. This was very strange. I almost got emotional. Now, I know this is kind of silly, but let's keep in mind, there are literally probably hundreds of thousands of fragrances. So to get into top 10, like keep only 10 for life. Now, if I do this video again next year, I might have some different ones. But for now, these are the ones in my collection that I love. But it was just so hard. There's so many. I mean, I could have probably done a top 25. There's just so many niche fragrances out there, so many niche fragrance houses out there. I started actually working on a wish list last night, and it got really long, really fast. So anyway, just of fragrances from fragrance houses that I haven't even tried yet. Like I haven't tried any fragrances from the whole fragrance house. So to make this top 10 list, I mean, there's just so many fragrances. But these are my top 10. Keep only 10 niche fragrances for life. Coming in at number 10 was Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Oud Satin Mood. I put this on my list because number one, I don't want to, if I could only keep 10 for life, I would definitely want an oud on my list. And number two, this smells unlike any other oud ever. This does have rose in it, but it is not anything like oud bouquet or any of the rose oud combinations. This is a very, very, very unique fragrance. This is a beast mode fragrance. If I could only keep this bottle for the rest of my life, I might not even use it all. I mean, that's just how crazy beast mode this fragrance is. Just me spraying it twice, then, I mean, it just fills the room. This is Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, coming in at my number 10 spot. Coming in at my number 9 spot is Creed Aventus Cologne. This is so good, you guys. This is unisex. The Maison Francis Kurkdjian one is also unisex. So while some of these lean more feminine, a lot of these are going to be more unisex. This is so good. It's that fruity, woodsy Creed Aventus, but different. Can you justify having both? If you love Creed Aventus, you need to smell Aventus cologne. It is just that good. I've put a kind of a dent in this, and I'm really trying to savor it, but it's really good. It's a good value, and Creed Aventus cologne comes in at my number 9. Wouldn't want to live without it. Coming in at my number 8 spot is Mancera's Oud Veneer. So, like I said, I wanted an oud. I love ouds. This one and the Maison Francis Kurkdjian are totally different. So this one is like burnt sugar Oud Veneer. Oh, it's so good. So I filmed a video with my son. This is one of his favorite fragrances. This is good on a man or a woman. It is unisex. This kind of smells like oud with caramelized sugar, maybe. It's so good. Anyway, this is a very unique fragrance. I would say that this one is not a safe blind buy. Honestly, I would say that the Maison Francis Kurkdjian is also not a safe blind buy unless you just know that you love oud. Yeah, then I wouldn't blind buy that one. The Creed, the Aventus cologne, safe blind buy. This is Mancera's Oud Veneer. Coming in at my number 7 spot is Benevolence by House of Sillage. I couldn't leave a House of Sillage fragrance. I just had to have one on my list. They're so pretty. They're so beautiful, gorgeous, radiant, elegant fragrances. This one smells like it looks. It's like a really classy vanilla-ish. Anyway, I love Benevolence by House of Sillage. I love the packaging. I just love that I own one of these. I'm very fortunate and blessed that I own one of these. And I wouldn't want to have my top 10 list without one from House of Sillage, and Benevolence made the cut. So this is my number 7 spot. Number 6 is Spirito Fiorentino by Tiziana Terenzi. This is a gorgeous bottle. I have done a full review on this. It is beautiful. It's a little bit leathery. It's good. This is also unisex. I can't believe how many unisex fragrances I chose, but this is Spirito Fiorentino coming in at number 6. And now we're entering the top 5 niche fragrances for life. I can't believe it. In my number 5 spot is Bond No. 9's Tribeca. You guys know that I love this fragrance. I did a full review on it. It's just that good. It is so, so good. You'll have to check out the review. I'll link it in the description box below. But this is a unisex fragrance. I would say that it might lean a little more feminine, but Tribeca by Bond No. 9 is a beautiful fragrance, and it is different. It's just different. If I had to pick 10 fragrances for life, I don't want them to all be floral or all be vanillas. I would want to have a really nice variety, and this one just hits different. This is Tribeca by Bond No. 9. Coming in at my number 4 spot is Kilian's Straight to Heaven. This is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. This is unisex, probably leans a little more masculine, but I don't care. I want to wear it. It is so good. If they made this in a bigger bottle, I would have the bigger bottle. This is one that honestly, when I run out, I will probably repurchase it. There's just not a lot of fragrances that I can honestly say that about, because I want to try so many different fragrances that I don't want to spend my money repurchasing the same fragrances over and over, but I can't say that about this one. This is Kilian's Straight to Heaven. It is gorgeous. It is different. It is woodsy. It's just so good. You guys have to get your nose on it if you haven't smelled it. Now for my top 3. Oh, okay. So for my number 3 spot, these top 3 went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And okay, I just settled on it. It's Kilian's Angel Share. So yes, I have a Kilian for my number 4 and my number 3. These, even though they're by the same fragrance house, are so different. I would say that the Straight to Heaven, I really want to get my hands on a bottle of Straight to Heaven Extreme. It seems to be sold out everywhere, which breaks my heart. I just want a more straight to Heaven amped up version. So that one, I kind of have to overspray. Kilian's Angel Share, not so much. These are just very different fragrances. Obviously, you can tell that this is a boozy fragrance just by the packaging. I've done a full review on this. You can see it in the description box below. This is a good new 2020, probably one of the best things about 2020, fragrance that I wanted to share with you guys, and it definitely made my top 10 list. And for the top 2, this was hard. Again, I went back and forth. But I finally settled on Blondine by Forsy. This is a newer fragrance to my collection, and I'm in love. I did a full fragrance review. I also reviewed several other, there's a discovery set by Forsy that I got from a friend. She purchased one of them, and I purchased this one. So the discovery set is a great way to check out all the fragrances by this brand. I will link the discovery set below, and then I also have a full bottle review on this. It is a beautiful, very feminine. This is considered unisex, but I think this is extremely feminine. It is vanilla. It has like buttered salted caramel in it. I mean, it's just good. It is so good. It is a little bit leathery, which is kind of fun with all the feminine. I think that's what makes it kind of unisex, but you need to smell Blondine by Forsy. I'm not for sure if this is available in any department stores in the United States right now. Maybe in New York City, because this is an Argentinian and United States brand. So you may have to purchase the discovery set online. Forsy has come out with some new fragrances recently too. So it is a house to definitely check out. And coming in, winning the Top 10 Niche Award for life is Lira. This is a newer fragrance to my collection, and I can't imagine, I've just never smelled anything like it. It is so unique. It is so warm. It is so cozy. It is so everything. It is just a very different fragrance. again, I tried not to pick fragrances that were all the same. I want a variety of niche fragrances, and this is definitely different. So my number one pick for niche fragrances that you need to try if you haven't is Lira by Xerjoff. Thank you guys so much for watching. What would your top 10 be? What are your top 10 favorite niche fragrances for life? If you could only pick 5 or you could only pick 10, I want to know, what are your top 3? What's your top 5? What's your top 10? I'm sure you guys know some niche fragrance houses that I did not include, and I would love to try out new fragrances because that's what I love to do. I also have several top 10 videos. I have a top 10 designer for life, and I also have the I love perfume tag. I have the 10 for 10 occasions. You can check those out in the description box below. I love a good top 10 list. Don't forget to subscribe and click that little notification bell to be notified of all future videos and reviews. Smell you later.